Mattel recently announced three new Barbie dolls to commemorate their 80th anniversary. I don't have any clear pictures, but I really want to have the collector dolls. But while waiting for their release, let's DIY. I want to make a no-sew dress inspired by Playline Millie. I'm going to use this piece of red stretchy fabric. I'm going to wrap it around our doll's body like so. I want this to have a lot of excess at the back just to make sure that we don't run out of fabric. And let's make a mark here where we will cut. So I'm gonna fold it right here and let's cut. You can see that there's a lot of excess here at the back. I'm going to trim this a little further, but I want to pull it a little tight so we don't have to worry about sagging later. This is what's going to be our doll's top. I'm going to set it aside for now. I have this red satin ribbon from the holidays last year, and this measures about 2 inches wide. And let's cut a piece about 3 inches long. This kind of ribbon unravels so fast, so I'm going to use my lighter to cinch it. I'm cinching both ends just to be on the safe side. So it looks like this now. I'm going to fold this lengthwise like so. And I'm going to make a pointed end on one side. Now let's cinch it again. And then let's go back here to this other side, and I'm going to fold it like so. So I folded it like this, and I'm twisting it a little over the edges like this to give it a little curvature around here. I'm going to use a little bit of fabric glue onto this side. I'm seeing a little unraveling, so let's cinch it again. And this is what it should look like. I cut a few more pieces of the ribbon, and I'm going to repeat that process. I made a total of 7 of this ribbon piece, and we are going to glue this on that strip that we cut earlier. Now this is a part where we made a mark, and I want this to be on the inside, so I'm going to glue our ribbon pieces with a good side facing down and right here on the bottom of the strip. While it's drying, I'm going to stretch our strip a little, just like so. And I'll keep pressing on the ribbon so the glue seeps right through the fabric. I'm going to add another right here on either side, but I'm going to leave a little space here. And I'm going to fan it a little like this to help with drying. I'm gluing it here on this other side, but I want to make sure that it's evenly spaced apart. I still have 4 pieces of this, so I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. We may not even have to use the other one, but let's see how it all fits. Before I add one of these 2 pieces, let's see what it looks like on our doll. Alright, it has a tight fit, and I think we're only going to need one more right here at the back. So I'm going to fold it over like so. Now let's add a few drops of glue over here. And then press the fabrics together. And I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this to dry for a little bit. Actually, this piece here is bugging me, so I'm gonna trim off a little. There. And once that piece is dried, I'm going to fold it over like this to make it more secure. And I'm going to add this last piece of our ribbon here at the back. Alright, it's still a little wet, so I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry and then we'll continue with the next step.
A few moments later.
Alright, so this is now dry. Let's flip it over. Oh my gosh. Okay, I like how it's looking right now. But let's fit it on our doll to see what it looks like when worn. So I'm going to have her wear this. Like so. I still have to be very careful, although I'm confident with our glue. I just don't want to redo the glue all over again. And I'm glad that we chose this stretchy fabric, because this means we wouldn't have to, you know, hem it. We don't have to finish it, because this is a stretchy fabric and it's good like this. You don't have to really sew the ends or, you know, finish the edges. Alright, this is what it looks like in front. This is what it looks like at the back. There's a little bit of jutting fabric here that I can trim off later. But again, I like that our glue is keeping everything secure. It fits just right. I may have to add a little more over here so it doesn't sag, but I think this is already a good fit. I initially thought about gluing these ribbon pieces together, but I think I'm going to keep it like this. In our inspo doll, the top is inspired by Mattel's Red Sun logo, and I wanted to incorporate that in our DIY, so I applied that inspo to the skirt instead. You see those pointed ends? Alright, while this looks already good, to me at least, I still feel like we have to add something here to give her a little something extra. I have a bunch of these rose ribbons that I ordered online. You can definitely DIY, but to save myself some time, I got these instead. I want to make sure that these roses are glued where I want them to be when the doll dress is worn, so I'm going to add this piece of paper under the doll dress before we glue. And this is to ensure that the color of the fabric does not seep through our fabric and stain the doll. I've used a total of 14 ribbon roses on her dress. I'm going to leave this to dry and let's work on our next step. I'm using this thin strip of red ribbon about 4 inches long. I cinch both ends And I'm going to glue this elastic on both ends. I want to make sure I'm gluing it on the underside so it doesn't show later. I think it's a little bit long. Have to cut a little bit of this. Alright, I think this will do for a headband. Let's try it on our doll. At this point, I think the rosettes are already dry. But I'm gonna leave the paper for now. Have to be very extra careful about this because, again, we didn't sew this. We don't want our headband to come undone, so I'm doing this as careful as I can. And here is our headband around our doll's head. I had a little bit of a time putting that on her because, again, I was trying to be very careful, but after several tries, here it is. For the necklace, our inspo is wearing a pearlescent necklace with a heart-shaped pendant. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like that, so I'll make a pearl necklace instead. I bought this thing earlier and I thought this was an elastic cord. It turns out it's just a nylon cord, but this'll do. My fingers are already full of dried fabric glue at this point, so I'm so sorry about the mess. And here's our finished necklace. It looks a little bit tight. Well, it is tight because it's not elastic. But I'm going to remove our doll head so we can have this wear around their neck. Speaking of removing the head, by the way, this is Millie from Wave 4 of Yoga Made to Move. She has the same face mold as our inspo doll, but we will need to paint her lips red. Or I can simply use this doll head that I already have since she already has red lips. I don't know what doll she's from, but this would work great for our OOAK. And she has closed mouth, so that's a plus. Her hair is actually already okay, but I want to give her a ponytail. I'm going to wet it a little with some water. I want it to look a little like classic Barbie with a ponytail. Actually, you know what? Let's leave a few strands in front. Added a few more strands here so it's not just, a few strands hanging down, and I think I like it better like this. So let me just pull it a little tight. And I'm going to use a clear elastic to give her that ponytail. Okay, so the ponytail's already done, but it's sticking a little bit like that, and that's not a nice look. What I can do is pour some hot water on her hair, and that should make it easier to style. I'll be back. To make the process a little faster, I'm going to remove her head first so I can put the necklace on and swap the heads. Okay, here's the necklace. I decided to put her headband on before I treat her hair. I think it works perfectly in covering the baldish spot here on top. Okay, I know I could have done a better job at styling, but I like this ponytail already, so I'm gonna put it on the body and let's see what she looks. Actually, before I do that, I think I'm going to have her wear this pair of silver shoes first. I borrowed this from Looks Victoria. I think that's Looks number 22. Because our inspo doll has silver shoes, so I wanted her to have silver shoes as well. And of course, the doll head, let's put it on the body. And here's Millie wearing our no-sew outfit inspired by Mattel's 80th anniversary Barbie. Even if we base this whole look on the Playline doll, you can give her extra stuff to give her that expensive look. I would like to give her this red faux fur coat for a dramatic touch. I'm just gonna drape it over her left shoulder like this. And to finish her red carpet look, let's give her this blue cat eye sunglasses from last year's 65th Barbie anniversary doll. Oh, I am digging this look on her. I also made another outfit for Brooklyn. It's the exact same outfit, the only difference is I made the skirt look a little more like flower petals. I am so happy with how this project turned out. And with that, let us know in the comments down below which part of our DIY outfit you like best. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Ty's Collectibles and give us a like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you next time.